Hey guys, this is Melissa Blue, and today we're going to talk about how to choose clothing for headshots and auditions. So, first things first, clothing choices for your headshots and most of the time for your auditions can help or hurt you. If you choose the wrong clothes for your headshots that distract and make you look silly, then it's going to make you look like you're not professional or that you don't take things seriously. But they can also help you. It can also suggest the kind of roles that you want to play, and so on and so forth. We're going to get to that in a second. Other things clothing choices can do is help casting directors to see you as the character you're going after. So, for example, if you want to be playing edgy roles like detectives, cops, that sort of thing, then you wouldn't be wearing like a frilly, girly top. You want to wear something that kind of suggests what you're going after. And lastly, it will give you confidence. Wearing clothes that you love in your headshots and on auditions are going to give you that extra boost of confidence that you want for auditioning and things like that. All right, so there are two easy ways to find inspiration because a lot of people ask me, what should I wear for my headshots? I don't know what to wear. Can you guide me through this? So, if you're on your own and you don't have a consultation with your headshot photographer about your clothing, here are two easy ways to find inspiration. The first is with costume designers, and we're going to get to that in a second. And the second is with search engines, and we're going to get to that lastly. So, technique number one, costume designers. Let the costume designers of hit shows and movies show you how to dress. And you're like, but Melissa, I don't know any costume designers. Well, you do and you don't. It's a four-step process. The first thing you want to do is identify what type of roles you're going for, or you can find a celebrity who plays the types of roles that you want to play. Then you identify a show or movie that has the type of characters in it, or a show or movie that your celebrity was in. And then do a Google image search for production or promotional stills and write down what they wear. That's the most important step right there. And then finally, you're going to shop your closet for similar items or go shopping. There is no rule that says you have to go out and buy a whole bunch of new stuff for your headshots. You don't have to do that. A lot of times you can find what you want in your own closet already. That's what I mean when I say shop your closet. So if you find an inspiration picture and you're like, oh, I really love this, then go to your closet and see if you can put that piece together. Now, obviously, you're not going to have that $500 leather jacket in your closet. And if you do, hey, can I be your friend? But you might have similar pieces in your closet that you might be able to use. So don't forget to shop your closet first. And if you don't have what you want, then you go shopping. Okay, so here are some examples of what I mean by let the costume designers help you. Remember that each hit show has a fabulous set of costume designers. They have the main one and then they have the assistants. And their jobs are to make these characters look good. So, here are some examples for dramas. The first one is going to be, this is Parenthood. I just did a simple Google image search for Parenthood, and I love this picture because this shows a variety of different ages, styles, occupations, that sort of thing. It even has a little girl and a little boy in there. Super cute. The next one is Revolution, so this is a little more tough. This is sort of like, I think of Revolution in the same vein as The Walking Dead, where it's a little post-apocalyptic and people are wearing darker, muted colors, that sort of thing. The next drama is a procedural drama. This is Scandal. And these people are lawyers, they're professionals, so they have a definite dress code. So guys, especially, suits, ties, if you want to learn how to style yourself, take a look at some of these photos. It's really cool. And then lastly, we have another show called Deception. And I love this outfit that this woman has on here in the front. It's kind of a new spin on the whole leather jacket tough girl thing. So these are some examples for drama. These were very easy to find. I found these in like less than 5 minutes. So here's some examples for comedy. If you notice, when we look through these comedy pictures, the clothing is going to be a little less uptight. It's going to be usually a little bit brighter and more fun. This first one is New Girl, one of my very favorite comedies. The second one is Modern Family, another one of my favorite comedies. What's great about Modern Family is you have, 3 very different style groups to choose from, and also kid inspiration. If you're getting headshots and you're like under the age of 12, that's a really good show to look for. And then Community. What I love about this is there's an archetype for every kind of thing that you have down there. So if you're quirky, you're going to go with something fun. If you're, a little more conservative, you can go the other way. So these are some of the examples for comedy stuff. And then I also pulled some examples for upscale shows and specialty shows because not everything fits into either just drama or just comedy. So the first one is White Collar. This is set in New York, so everything's going to be a little slicker. Then we have Smash, also set in New York, but more theatrical, a little more fun. Then we have Royal Pains, which is set in the beach. So if you are, let's say you have an audition for a co-star or guest star role on this show, then you're going to choose clothing that says a little beachier than above where White Collar is. And then finally, one of my very favorite new shows, House of Cards. There's a variety of different character types in the show as well, so you can take a look if you're going for more, office congressional stuff. They have great examples. If you're going for more like poor reporter, then they have that too. All right, so that's the first technique, is letting the costume designers of these shows show you how to style and choose clothing for those types of characters. Another technique that you can use are using different types of search engines. And I don't just mean Google. Although the first one is Google Image. That's where I found all that stuff before. So Google Image is amazing. Just try to be more specific. And if specificity gets you very limited results, then open it up. Another search engine that I love to use for this kind of thing is Pinterest. And we're going to get to that in a second. And then you can also look at stock photography companies online, because a lot of times they're going to be showing images of very archetypal people. Okay, so first example, Pinterest. I just did a really quick little search, and these are some images I found. The first image of all the different outfit examples, those are everywhere on Pinterest, and you can just kind of thumb through and see what works for you. Create yourself a headshot board if you want to, and bring it with you and shop your closet from that. It has lots of cool guy inspiration pictures, girl inspiration pictures, upscale, downscale, bands, that sort of thing. So Pinterest is another great place to look if you're tired of looking on Google. And then stock photography. So this is what I mean when I say archetypal family stuff. So we have our grandpa, and he's wearing a very grandpa kind of outfit, but it's sort of a hip grandpa. He's not ridiculous, Then we have our lawyers and professional people over there, and then we have our fun-loving family. So stock photography companies, all you have to do is go into Google, type in stock photography into Google, and then you'll get like 100 companies that do this. So, and then you just pick one and then type in what you're looking for. So, for example, I wrote grandpa, and that's the picture, one of the pictures that came up that I wanted to use. Then I wrote lawyer, and that's one of the pictures that came up. And then I wrote family on the beach, and that's one of the pictures that came up. So stock photography sites are great too. So here are some key things to remember for when you're choosing clothing for your headshots and or auditions. The first thing is, don't wear anything that distracts from your face. All right, your face is the most important thing. I don't want to look at a headshot and say, oh my gosh, look at that cute top she's wearing. Because that's not the point. The point is to look at your face, look at your eyes, and for you to be selling me on you. So things that distract from your face are going to be crazy patterns that are distracting, stripes, polka dots, some florals, some plaids. It just depends. Not every pattern is bad, but most of them are. So just try not to do anything that distracts from your face. Pay attention to necklines. It's really important. If you look really great in a V-neck, but you don't look so great in scoops, then don't bring a scoop shirt with you to your headshot session or wear it in your audition. Wear things that flatter you. Pay attention to colors and make sure to choose ones that flatter you. So if you look really great in red and white, but you look terrible in pastels, then don't bring anything pastel with you. Make sure that you're choosing colors that look really good with your skin tone. And also, colors say a lot about the type of character that you're going for. So usually, not all the time, but usually, brighter colors are going to be the more upbeat characters, and darker colors are going to give us the more dramatic characters. So you can think about that. That's a rule that can be broken, um, but that's a general guideline. Don't wear any heavy jewelry or a lot of jewelry, even if you are a jewelry wearer. If you're going to wear jewelry, wear something small that complements, but nothing crazy that, again, doesn't distract from your face. Make sure your clothing is comfortable. You don't want to do anything that's too small or too big, or too scratchy or whatever. Make sure that what you're wearing is comfortable and you could wear it all day long if you had to, and you'd still be feeling good. Make sure you love what you're wearing. A lot of times people will bring stuff with them to headshot shoots with me, and as they're pulling it out, they start apologizing for bringing it. They're like, oh, that's okay. And I'm like, why did you bring it if you don't love it? So make sure that you love what you bring and that you feel good in everything that you bring. So that's about it. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to email me. And I so appreciate you guys listening. Thanks.